you serious? You can't eat that stuff. Didn't you know that it causes inflammation and will make you fat? Bro, I follow the Mediterranean diet. So this is actually healthy. The Mediterranean what? What if I told you that there's a specific diet that made people in the so-called blue zones live over 100 years while staying active, healthy, and maintain a high quality of life? And nowadays, successful people and celebrities like Jeff Bezos follow this exact same diet recommended by his personal trainer and health coach. And a diet which, compared to 99% of the diets that get promoted, actually works and increase your energy, your performance, and overall health while lowering inflammation in the body. Today, I will show you this diet and a complete meal plan, food list, and tips to lower inflammation in your body and optimize your diet. Welcome to today's video. My name is Marvin, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm a health and performance expert for highly achieving and high-performing individuals, such as entrepreneurs and executives. And if you want to learn more about optimizing your health and performance, then subscribe to that channel. But before we get straight into that specific meal plan, let me take you to the mountains of Sardinia in Italy, which have the highest frequency of men living over 100 years worldwide. And the people get in average between 82 and 85 years old. But it's not only the number. You see people in advanced age moving, playing with their grandchildren, and even doing sports. While many elderly people in the Western countries spend their last centuries in hospitals or tied up to a hospital bed or wheelchair. But what is their secret? Why are they so healthy? Well, one of their secrets is a specific diet, which is called the Mediterranean diet. And why this diet is so simple and powerful, and how you can leverage it to optimize your energy levels, health and performance, this is what I'm going to show you now. But wait. Many of us think about Italian kitchen of lots of bread, pasta, and pizza. Especially the high amount of wheat should be actually problematic, because this is actually one of the main drivers for inflammation in the average Western diet. High amounts of wheat, grain, and therefore a lot of omega-6 fatty acids. And it's true, eating lots of bread would dramatically increase your inflammation and therefore lead to joint pain, brain fog, and even lower cognitive performance. But obviously, people living in the blue zones don't have any problems with that. And there are two main reasons for that. First reason, the amount of sourdough in the bread. Most of the bread they consume in Sardinia is a high amount of sourdough, which is bread made by allowing the dough to ferment using naturally occurring microorganisms like white yeast and lactobacilli. And it supports our gut health, is way easier to digest, and doesn't increase our blood sugar like regular wheat. Problem is that it takes way more effort to produce it, and therefore it's not profitable for the main part of the industry. Second reason, the modern industry in agriculture changed the wheat over the last centuries. So the bread that your grandparents consumed is way different than today's bread. And maybe another factor is that your grandparents didn't consume so much bread like we do right now. For example, I'm from Germany, and bread is the most consumed food in our country. There's actual statistics about it. Next time when you are at a vacation in a hotel and you go to the breakfast, take a quick look over the different tables. And if you see that the breakfast consists of towers of bread, it's really likely that these people are Germans. So bread and grains only make a small part of the Mediterranean diet. But what's the main food that they consume? So the base of the Mediterranean diet consists of fish and seafood, of course, from a high quality source. Secondly, olive oil. Then plenty of vegetables and fruits, mainly high amount of root vegetables like carrots, beets, onion, and potatoes. And especially root vegetables, they provide the most benefits for the microbiome. Also a lot of spices and herbs, something like garlic, but also turmeric, mint, and ginger. And we know that these not just make the food more tasty, but also provide numerous health benefits. In addition to that, they consume eggs, cheese, oftentimes goat cheese, and yogurt, as well as wine in moderation. But we're gonna talk about that at the end of this video, because there's a huge factor why the wine doesn't make that much damage for these people. So let's get specific. How does a meal plan of the Mediterranean diet look like? Disclaimer, this is highly specific for every person. It's dependent on age, on metabolism, body type, and activity levels. That's why, for example, I collect gut health tests with my clients in order to individualize their personal meal plan. But of course, I can give you my template, which I personally use and eat on a daily basis. First of all, breakfast. Stick with a combination of high-quality proteins and fats. Consist of animal-based proteins and, if preferred, some additional vegetables. For me personally, I eat 1 handful of nuts or seeds twice or 3 times per week. I do that especially when I work out early in the morning, because I don't recommend to exercise in a fasted state. But in that case, with just a handful of nuts, you have some energy without being full with food, so you can still perform on a high level. 2 to 3 times per week, I choose eggs for breakfast, sometimes with the form of goat cheese and some tomatoes. But why goat cheese? Well, one of the key is to have variety in your diet. And we all consume so much dairy products from cow milk, and this is what leads over time to problems with digestion and inflammation, because we basically have too less variety in our diet. 90% of the time, we eat between 12 and 17 foods, and that's honestly really little variety for the body. That's why I also limit my consumption of eggs to a maximum 2 to 3 times per week. Because if you eat foods like eggs on a regular basis, on a daily basis, chances are high that you develop some kind of intolerance against these products. And 1 to 2 times per week, I choose some regular dairy products, something like cottage cheese or yogurt with some berries, and of course some healthy fats in forms of nuts or seeds. So also low carb, but high in proteins and high quality fats, in order to stabilize blood sugar and maintain optimal energy levels and performance throughout the day. Because I work a lot and I like my work, so maintaining my energy levels throughout the day is really priority for me. Lunchtime, so simple. I choose some form of animal-based protein with some form of vegetable. So really simple, something that's green and some form of animal. For example, green rucola salad with sardines and olive oil. Iceberg salad with chicken breast or turkey. Root vegetable like carrots with salmon. Or pretty simple classic steak with avocado. It's really simple, delicious, and perfect for work days. And when I go out to have some lunch, for example, with some business partners, we most likely to choose some Italian restaurant. And then it's so simple because they always have in these kind of restaurants some kind of fresh fish or seafood or some kind of high quality meat. And you can pair that with some vegetables, broccoli, spinach, carrots, or even potatoes. For dinner, I get the main portion of carbs in, also paired with some form of proteins. For example, gluten-free pasta with some anchovies and some kind of tomato sauce. Why gluten-free pasta? Simply because it's free of wheat and consists mainly of corn and rice. And trust me, you don't taste the difference. If you like a vegetarian option, you can also choose a pasta which is made of chickpeas or regular peas because they are higher in proteins. Then add some kind of tomato sauce, herbs, and maybe some form of light cheese to get some more proteins in. And especially when you have a lot of activity, when you move a lot, when you exercise a lot, then it's more likely that you need the carbs in the evening. So that's why you should in the evening consume some form of gluten-free pasta, gluten-free bread, or if available, sourdough bread, rice, potatoes, or high quality grades. Preferably combined with some form of protein because of course we want to get jacked. What about snacks? Are they allowed in the Mediterranean diet? Yes, of course. I like to have, for example, another handful of nuts or seeds, some form of ham. What I really like is bresaola, so lean meat ham, a bit of cheese, or what I like to do, which is not really part of the Mediterranean diet, but I like it, a protein bar or a protein shake, especially after working out. But wait, there's one thing missing. What about the wine? Is it true that a small amount of wine is really healthy and beneficial? To be honest, no, it's not. These studies have been refuted. But with this glass of wine, there comes a huge factor which is part of the Sardinian culture, and it's enjoying company. So spending time with friends and family. Meals are celebrated in these countries. They don't eat in front of a television or scroll through social media while they're doing their lunch break. And this is proven to be a huge health factor and promotes health, performance, and of course, longevity. That's why the wine doesn't have this health benefit, but the ritual and the culture provide these benefits. But trust me, stick to just one glass. If you want to learn more about alcohol and its impact on your health and performance, then click that video. So I hope you like. If you got some value out of this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to learn more and how to optimize your health and performance, then subscribe to that channel. That's it for today. See you soon.